I told you I would keep you up to date with what's going on in Santorini, so I've got an update for you there. We're going to talk about the Coral Princess, big update from the Grand Princess as well. We're going to talk for just a minute about Christine Duffy and her remarkable leadership at Carnival and what I realized about Carnival when I sailed on Carnival, the celebration, about a year ago. We also need to talk about something remarkable, and I can't quite believe it happened. I want to tell you about it on a cruise ship, and then finally, we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl for just a minute, how that ties in with cruisers. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Friday, it is February 7th of 2025, and I want to start off at the very top giving you a quick update to let you know we weren't going to do our live tonight, but now we're going to do our live. So plan to come and join us this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have a whole hour to talk about cruising, answer your questions, and just be excited to talk about cruising and travel. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, today's the day. Will you please click that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much. Let's start at the top with what's going on in Santorini. Now Tuesday I gave you a quick update and let you know about that 5.3 magnitude earthquake that happened there on Tuesday local time there in Santorini. Up until then, some of the residents of the island and tourists had been evacuating, and after that even more have evacuated. Thousands of people have evacuated from the island of Santorini. Because the small earthquakes continue to occur, the Climate Crisis and Civil Protection Ministry there in Greece has declared a state of emergency for Santorini, and that is going to last through March 3rd. So just under a month, we're going to have a state of emergency in effect there in Santorini. One of the things that they are warning about is the risk of landslide, and they have also let the residents who are still there know that they highly recommend not having any gatherings. They advise residents to avoid ports and indoor gatherings is what that official warning is to the people there. So if anyone knows anyone in Santorini that can share anything with us, we'd sure like to hear what's going on. And our prayers very much remain with the people there who live in Santorini, and that is their home. And if it were me in that situation, I would be pretty worried and upset right now. So if anyone from Santorini happens to hear our video, know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, okay? Now, let's talk about the Coral Princess. So the Coral Princess is one of those ships. It's what we talk about quite a bit here because norovirus has been a problem on the Coral Princess. It continues to be a problem on the Sky Princess. We've got a Let's Go family member couple on board each ships who have let us know that norovirus is back on the Sky, is what he says. But then also on the Coral Princess, they had their turnaround day was on February 5th, and on that day Princess did a deep clean of the entire ship. They ended up having everyone embark late that was going to be going on that Panama Canal cruise. So right now she is underway. The Coral Princess is sailing from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles, and once she arrives in Los Angeles is when we in our group get to join that ship. So I'm so excited. We have a couple of, like I said, Let's Go family members who are on board the Coral right now. One of them was so kind to send me this photo of this huge sign that they've got posted letting guests know. It says stay in the know, prioritizing your health and safety and making the most of your experience. And so under Dine My Way, one of the things it says, get your choice of times and skip the lines, make reservations for the main dining room and specialty restaurants. But next up on that sign, if you're looking at it with me, it says, or order food that finds you at no service charge with Ocean Now. So if you are familiar with Princess at all and their medallions, you can use the app, the Princess app, to order whatever food you can choose from in the app to be delivered to you anywhere you want on the ship. But it says on this no charge. The no charge is only if you have a Plus or Premier package. The one-time $14.95 fee to activate that in your phone is included in the Plus or Premier package. But if you don't have the Plus or Premier package, you have to pay that $14.95 fee one time, and it's per person. And so when Gordon and I go, if we don't have a package, one of us will do it usually, because we like to get room service, and it's sometimes kind of fun to be outside on the deck, enjoy the view, and order a drink to be delivered to you. And so be aware of that. Our Let's Go family member on board that I really appreciate checked on that for us, and indeed it does have a service charge if you don't have the package, but like I say, you pay it one time. And depending on the length of your cruise, you can get a lot of mileage out of it. Be aware though, do not pick up your stateroom phone and order room service, or there is a $5 charge. Doesn't matter what package you have, or if your app is activated, you're going to get charged $5. So don't order that way. And then other than that, they just list out the drinks, the casino. Under shopping, it says order retail items for delivery with Ocean Now. I want you to know that when you look at the app and you look at what items you can have ordered and delivered to your room, it's really not very much of what is included in the gift shop. So if you're a shopper or you're looking for a gift for someone, enjoy retail therapy at all, you're going to want to go to the shop to do your shopping, not just the app, okay? And then the other note I have for you, it says shows and activities. It says bookmark activities and view venue capacity with Journey View. The tricky thing about that is sometimes the venue capacity is not quite accurate. You'll see that they're going to have something in a venue and there's like 20 spots open, and there are lots and lots and lots of seats there. And so be aware of that. Even you don't have to sign up for anything on Princess. Even if you like it, it doesn't mean they're saving a seat for you. And if you look and you see there are no slots left, that doesn't mean you can't go. And so be aware of that as you look at those. And also, sometimes not all of the activities are in the app. You can look at your Princess patter or schedule of events, whatever it is they call it on the ship that you are on, and that is really the best list to look at for everything that is included in the day. So keep an eye on the schedule of events that's delivered to your room as well. So those are my main tips for you out of what they post on their sign here. But I am really encouraged because I hear reports that the food in the buffet is excellent, as well as the main dining room food is delicious. I think it's really fun, as we have talked about norovirus, and I've said, boy, I worry about the buffet. Sometimes with my schedule, especially with we're with a group and we're having a fun time, I can't always nail down lunchtime in the main dining room. They usually are only open like from 11 to 1 or 11 to 1:30, and if we're busy with things, I can't always make it. So that is my window of time. Plus, you know what, I don't, especially if Gordon and I are on a cruise with just the two of us, I don't always want to sit down for dinner with the two of us and have it take 2 hours or 2.5 hours. I would like to be done and go on to the evening's entertainment or whatever else it is we want to be doing on the ship, whether we want to be out on deck to see something, enjoy the ocean, whatever. So I'm throwing out there why we enjoy the buffet sometimes, and I would like to hear in the comments what you think. Do you enjoy the buffet sometimes too as well? I know some people have said they don't like the buffet at all. Other people love the buffet. So I think it's kind of fun for us to all share what we enjoy. If anyone there has the Plus or the Premier package and is on the Coral Princess right now, would you email me, just letsgotraveltips@gmail.com, like take a screenshot of the speeds. I know what the speeds are. We've got a Let's Go family member so kind to send me the speed test, not having a package, how fast the Wi-Fi is going. But if anyone has a package, will you send that to me as well? I'm trying to compare the two. I did look, and compared to what it was last year, like when we were on the Love Boat cruise on the Enchanted Princess, it is about a third of what it was there. And both ships were sailing in areas that Wi-Fi should not be a problem. So if there's that big of a difference in the Wi-Fi, I need to know. Okay, so thanks so much to all of you. The Sky Princess, like I said, as reported by our Let's Go family members, still has norovirus, and I know that it is still spreading a lot just between like just everywhere, and so just be really cautious. But it's not enough to make me stay home. Want to throw that out there. Now on Wednesday, just this last Wednesday, February 5th, we've got Let's Go family members who were on the Grand Princess on Mexico cruise, and at about 6 o'clock in the morning, the ship lost all power for about 45 minutes. It took about that long for them to get everything up and running again, and to my knowledge, they have not had any problems with it since. And so clearly something happened, but it is okay now. Why do I tell you this? Because we all like to know what happens, but also if this happens to you, to just be aware sometimes, and I hear about this on other cruise lines too, it's not that it just happens on an older ship, it's not that it just happens on Princess. And so just be aware that this could happen, but luckily with the Grand this time, they're up and going again and haven't had any trouble. Now let me tell you about Christine Duffy. She is in the news because she is just celebrating her 10th anniversary of being the president of Carnival Cruise Line. And during this time, she has done an amazing job of leading Carnival Cruise Line. And one thing that I really think stands out a lot about her, well, there's a couple of things that I really think stand out about her as I look at her, and not just, I'm not lining up other people who are presidents of cruise lines at all. I am focusing on the amazing job that she has done with Carnival, so I'm not suggesting someone else isn't doing a good job, okay? But during the time that she has been the president of Carnival Cruises, a few different things stick out to me. She's added like 9 ships to the Carnival fleet. Under her leadership, they have donated, Carnival Cruise Lines has donated $27.3 million to St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children. To me, that's remarkable. She does so much for veterans. Make sure that as a cruise line, they donate a lot. They've got always special programs and special venues on the ship just for veterans. Last year, I had the pleasure of being on the Carnival Celebration at the same time that she was. I was at a meeting in the theater there, and there she was. And then she was on the ship before that and after that on that day. And it really stood out to me how much her crew love her. And it's not just a thing of, oh, I want to get a picture with who the president is. They really appreciate everything that she does for them. And I think that is one of the marks of a great leader. The other thing that really stands out to me is she has great vision, and she uses her vision to do good. I think that St. Jude is one of the things that stands out, like I said, veterans, and really taking good care of her employees company-wide. And through this whole time, ever since last year, I've thought about her a lot. I've talked to people that cruise on Carnival. I have the pleasure to get to book cruises for some people that sail on Carnival. I visited with other people that have sailed on Carnival in the past. And through this time and my experience of being on the Celebration, I really do think that Carnival Cruise Line is a cruise line that has something for everyone. So you're going to want to think of your itinerary. You're going to want to think of the ship you're going. You're going to want to think of what time of year you're going, right? To get the experience that you want. But I think that it is better than a lot of times. Sometimes I feel like Carnival gets a little bit of a bad rap of not being that great or whatever. No, I could go on a Carnival cruise if I chose the right ship and the right itinerary and absolutely love it. And I'm going to do it again. So just wanted to put that out there for all of you who are looking. Carnival runs some amazing itineraries that I don't see other cruise lines do very often. Sometimes they're more affordable. They have so much on board for families. Great. So just wanted to put that out there. Okay, now this next thing comes under unbelievable. I admire this lady for doing this, like for what her art is and for thinking, oh, that'd be fun. But I am amazed. And so in the comments, 2 things. Tell me about Carnival. If you've been on Carnival cruises, what you thought about it, if you're looking forward to another Carnival cruise. So I do want to hear that. But then about this next thing I'm going to tell you, let me know what you think. So on Ponant, which Ponant has ships that go to Antarctica, on the L'Oreal cruise line, there was this lady on board. Her name's Victoria D'Auberville, and she is a ballerina. And so she and her husband were on the ship, and they met with the captain, the crew members, and they said, you know what, we'd sure like her to get to dance on the bulbous bow. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's the bulbous bow. You look at the front of the ship there, and then it comes down. That's the part that sticks out in the water. It has a lot to do with the navigation of the ship and how she sails. And so they said, you know, we'd like her to do that. And so they said, okay. Can you believe that? I was thinking of the liability. I'm way too practical. And so she got out there and did a dance, and like in no time flat, her video of that like went viral. Like 60 million views happened in no time flat. And fortunately she was okay. I would worry if she would be okay or fall in the water or anything unexpected would happen. They said they purposely navigated the ship to a region that had a lot of ice in the water so that it would be even more breathtaking. And so let me know what you think about that. I don't know that it's good or bad, but I was a little surprised. So let me know what you think about that story. Okay, let's talk about the Super Bowl for a minute. And I think this is kind of fun because I told you all about how MSC bought a whole 60-second slot and hired Drew Barrymore and what is the other guy's name? But anyway, 2 movie stars to try to promote their brand new ship, the World America. And it was really interesting to read everybody's comments about that. And so that 60-second slot probably cost them around $16 million, so it wasn't cheap. So I want to tell you a few statistics about the Super Bowl, and in the comments, here's what I want to know. I want to know, do you watch the Super Bowl? And what's your favorite part of watching the Super Bowl, and what are you making for your snacks? Okay, I don't usually watch the Super Bowl. It's not that I don't like football. It's not that I don't like the Super Bowl. I'm just usually busy during the window of time that's going on. But maybe this year I'll turn it on for a second if I have a minute. But I wanted to let you know that they're estimating that 75% of Americans are going to be watching the Super Bowl. And there are 2 statistics that go with that I thought were kind of fun. First of all, out of the 75% of Americans who will be watching the Super Bowl, 40% of them will be wagering on it. They'll place a bet about which team they think is going to win. So I thought it would be kind of fun in the comments if you also want to say who you think is going to win. That would be kind of fun. And we won't give anybody a hard time once somebody wins the game. That's not the point. It's just for fun. And of that 40% who are going to place a bet, 41% will be wagering $100 or more. So it's going to be interesting. And they're going to wager just about $1.39 billion. So it's a lot of money that will be wagered on that. But more than that, people talk about snacks during the Super Bowl. So out of the people who are going to be watching the Super Bowl, 31% said that they are not going to spend as much on snacks this year. They are just going to cut back. 50% said they are going to just spend the same amount they spent last year. And 19% said they are actually going to spend more on snacks this year than they did last year. The other thing that really stands out to me about all of this is that the average price for a ticket is down this year. Last year it was about $9,000 when they were playing in Las Vegas, and they're going to be playing in New Orleans this year, so the average price of a ticket is $7,400, if you can believe it. So let us know also if you're going to go in person to the Super Bowl. I admit that sounds kind of fun, but I'm going to try to catch somewhere, whether it's on a YouTube video later or getting to watch the Super Bowl. I'm going to try to catch that MSC ad and talk to you about it on Monday or Tuesday as well. So come and join us this evening for our live. It's been wonderful to have you here with us today. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.